Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Let's take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. And he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at 2nd down.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
On 2nd and 9, Darnold. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
Now a 1st down carry by Bell. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
The tackle made.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field, sees that the ball is moved to the middle, and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold.
Oh, my God.
As he got popped as he was throwing it. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Now the Jets send on Braden Mann to punt. He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. A first carry for the former Oklahoma Sooner, Joe Mixon. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there.
Joe Mixon.
Last week we saw a rarity. He was over 200 yards on the ground, and they lost. So we'll see if they can get more carries like that and win this week.
And that was interesting watching the game tape, wasn't it? Because it was hard to register while we watched him pile up that yardage and create those nice runs, that they didn't win the football game. But that doesn't mean changing what you do. Continue to feed him the football.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And boy, that one drops incomplete. complete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
On third down, Burrow. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line. And that is not near enough. Call it a pickup of 3, and also now likely a punt on their opening drive. So on fourth down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And he'll take this in at the 1-yard line. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Jets will take over first and 10.
Xavier and Carlis.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the...
And that's caught inside the 35. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21.
First down.
Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They pass that number there.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends, who you would think could absorb that contact.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up?
Can you put your tablet down and come back?
From the gun on third down, here's Darnold. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
The kick by Sanders is good. And the Jets hit the board first. It's 3-0. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a
Can you just
from that
put my
distance,
plate to the side, and when I'm done, I'll just...
knock it through.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Now Burrow. He finds his running back, Mixon. He'll get it out near the 40
his
to the
sticks
39.
be missing.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up the first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover before he gets going.
Throwing now on first down. That one complete to the 47 Arden Tate. And he is out of bounds, but now the football's inside the 30. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Room here to run. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10. And mark him at the 5.
No,
Great game
I'm just going to put it inside.
over 30 yards, better than 20 here. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll run. Anderson. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Rodney Anderson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bengals have taken the lead. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was. And when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken in the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, John.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
On 1st down, Darnold. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And incomplete. An excellent play downfield. Should have been picked off, really. But 2nd down instead.
It's now 2nd and 10.
All right, need you to check my eyes here. This entire unit defensively, I think, has looked really strong in the first half, especially in the secondary. They've been cohesive, fast to the football. We just saw another example arriving there to help knock that one away.
Darnold completes it, and getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Darnold off the play fake to Bell. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 34. This is Bell. And a short gain down to about the 33. Cameron Hayward in on the tackle.
He's taken down.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Off of play action, Darnold under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Darnold and the Jets come up 3rd and long following the sack.
3rd and long.
And Darnold just beating the play clock. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
Center is on for the field goal. A 50-yard attempt.
And this one is right down the middle. And they'll they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason.
5-yard line. The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it in the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Bro, those are the only plays you got, kid?
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 18 more yards there and another first down.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Joe Mixon. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line.
Ball carrier.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8 at the Jets' 31-yard line.
On second down, here's Mixon. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
On the carry.
2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
No, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on third down to keep the drive going. On third down, Mixon. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. 3 yards won't be enough here, as that'll bring up fourth down. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. That's to his running back, complete. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And the Jets are going to get the football back. So they'll trudge off the field with a bitter taste in their mouths after that failed fourth down conversion.
Yeah, there'll be a lot of analysis there on the sidelines. Was it the right call? Was it against the right defense? Should they have even gone for it at all? Will that change what they do going forward in this game? A lot of questions to be answered by them. The defense doesn't really care. They're like, bring it on again. We'll stop you the next time, too.
At the 37-yard line.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. Oh, this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Darnold.
He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Tackle made at the 36-yard line.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so they can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there, and he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd down. Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Pilardi now on to punt as he sends this one away. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Jets offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Under a minute to play here in the half. Time for a late drive.
It makes sense when you think about it. Hey, try and get a field goal. Give yourself a lead going into the half. But if you're going to do this, you better have supreme trust in your quarterback. Supreme trust in the guy's going to handle the football. Because if you turn it over here, not only do you go in down at the half, you've given the momentum squarely to your opponent.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now it's Darnold. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Darnold. And that will be incomplete.
Oh, my nigga, what are you doing?
Big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. This is fielded at the 27. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Good starting field position for him as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From midfield now, Burrow. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he'll go down inside.
Come on, man. That's the same play. What are you doing?
Joe Mixon. Out of bounds at the 44-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon.
Oh, wow.
He's got the first down here inside the 30. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 22 yards on the pickup there, and it'll move the chains. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. It's a 39-yard attempt right hash. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Bengals drive about to get going. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
And incomplete. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. From the gun to give to Mixon. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a 4th down now. Here's Michael Pilardi now as he's on to punt for Cincinnati. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. The shotgun snap for Darnold. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
31 yards.
That goes for a gain of 31. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Darnold hitting his tight end, Herndon. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
13 yards.
Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Darnold from the gun. And a quick throw here, that's complete. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
And the ball on the 30, here's 2nd and 4. Throwing again is Darnold.
Oh, what the fuck was that?
Intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jackson.
What was that?
There as his guys will get the football back. That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver, whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter. They'll determine that on the sideline. The bottom line, you can see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow powers over it.
Just getting his pads, didn't he?
And they work this well upfield across the 45.
That's good.
A good pickup there at 22. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Looking middle, and that's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside.
Same play.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first
Every
down.
drive.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10.
What's the point of rules, huh? Look, there it is. Woo-hoo.
Right down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Just a great individual effort there to take that pop pass and scamper off into the end zone.
And that's why offenses love that play, partner, because that gives them a chance to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers with a full head of steam behind them. It's often like a track relay. Legs 2, 3, and 4. That first guy steaming ahead, and he just hands it to you, and you get a chance to take off and go before you even get the baton.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
22-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
From the 24, Darnold, rush coming, and he's taken down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Third and long, it's Darnold. Gets this one to Le'Veon Bell. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
First down, Jets.
On 1st and 10, Darnold. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this 3rd quarter of play. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Jamison Crowder there, and now it's 3rd down. The Jets on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Play action. It's Darnold. He finds his target. It's Crowder. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 25-yard line. A first down and then some. Give them 29 yards. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Jets are able to make this a close game again. Big play coming now for the Jets as they'll set up to go for 2. Darnold to throw again. And Darnold got to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Snags it for the pick. Big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Jets 12.
A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Brings up 2nd and
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They'll stay on the ground, mix it again. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to 3rd down.
That gives him 98 yards in this game, and he's got to feel pretty good about that, but the entire offense does. The big thing, though, Brandon, they've got to get to 100, though.
You think he knows he's at 98?
I think someone has told him by now, and here's the thing. Getting to 100 or more is tangible evidence that you've had a nice day running the football, and that's what his offensive line wants for him and for themselves.
Come on, man. Why are we
Find his running back, Joe Mixon.
letting this nigga do the same plays?
Across the 35, he's out of bounds. Move the chains, a gain of 7. Well, I'm sure he likes his performance a little bit better than last week. He had the 3 interceptions here, none in the 4th quarter, and he's got his guys in front.
Guaranteed he put in a tremendous amount of work this week, but maybe the matchup was just better for him. Sometimes it just doesn't work out. It's almost like those golfers. Certain courses fit their eye, and they like what they see, and other courses, as soon as they tee it up, they know they have no shot. Maybe that's the difference for him. Last week, no. This week, a big yes.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now it's Burrow. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big gain.
Now the Bengals on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Oh, leaping, and he makes the grab. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. Here's Michael Pilardi now. He's been terrific so far. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
at their own 20-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth-quarter lead. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
Gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Faking the give, Darnold. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Bell. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To throw is Darnold.
Oh my God! Are you kidding me?
Picked up by Jesse
Don't worry about it,
Bates.
baby. I ain't worried about it.
He will score.
What a fucking
Touchdown.
glitch!
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like
If that's not the glitch of all glitches.
He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end
Wow.
zone, and he got there in a hurry.
And the kick here is good with a penalty flag down as well. And they may have run into him after the kick went away. So 5 yards for running into. Lucky it wasn't 15 for roughing.
No doubt about it, because they protect the kickers and the guys holding the ball almost as much as they protect quarterbacks in the pocket. They don't want those types of injuries.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Oh my fucking God.
Fresh off the pick six, it's Darnold.
Oh, wrong play. Wrong person.
Knocked away and incomplete. Right there on the coverage was the safety, Jesse Bates. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's Darnold. And he coughs up the football near his own goal line. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Cincinnati touchdown. Bengals. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll give this to Bell. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone and the frustration of body line. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they get him down the 9 before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a 1st down. Jacobs with a carry on 1st down as he'll get about 3 there before he's taken down.
DJ Reader.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator. That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And that will be incomplete. And